What's up everyone, I'm TheGamingRaptor and welcome back to another Elden Ring build video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my Greatsword of Radahn build in Elden Ring. Now you get the Greatsword of Radahn at the end of the DLC. You basically have to beat the Prime Consort Radahn, the one that everyone was having a hard time with and just was exploding with TikToks all over, bro. But I can tell you guys that these weapons are honestly very fun. Now there are two types of the Greatsword. Now this one is the lowered one. Now there is the other one that is the light speed one, or the light one I think it is, and it has the Ash of War light speed, I think is what it's called. Yeah. But this one has Prime Consort, which is honestly my favorite Ash of War in the game, since it has this like kind of move set with the Greatsword, and you can dual with them to make them look like you're actually playing as Radahn too. So I'm gonna show you guys this entire build on what I did to make it work and make it really good, that you can use it if you ever want to use this build. So if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. But let's get straight into it. So the weapons that I have the Greatsword of Radahn. It is a colossal sword. It's a standard / piercing weapon, and I have it at +10. And I'm also taking the claw mark seal with this weapon too. Now this is at +25. I always like to take the claw mark seal. I mean, you don't have to take any other seal as long as it has a good incant scaling. I mean, it's okay, honestly. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can really just take any kind of seal with this build specifically. I'm only using Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength to help with boosting my damage and defense. Now the attributes required to wield the Greatsword itself, you have to have a strength of 32, and dexterity has to be a 24, and intelligence has to be a 15. And for the scaling, the strength and dexterity scaling is both at C, which is honestly pretty good, so you can definitely put your strength up a bit more than dexterity. And intelligence itself is at D. Now that's because intelligence with this weapon is a bit different. So when it comes to the intelligence side of this weapon, is mainly when you hit somebody. Like if you throw a strikeout, like a heavy or just a light onto a boss or anybody, really any enemy NPC, you'll basically get magic damage on that hit. So that's where the intelligence part comes in. But the thing about the weapon is that the Ash of War itself is not intelligence based. It's more into the holy side, so it does holy damage, which is honestly pretty interesting and pretty unique for this weapon, to be honest. I mean, it does holy damage, but it also has the intelligence scaling, which, I mean, you have to have intelligence to be a 15 in order to wield it as well. It's honestly weird, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. Now, what I'm doing for fashion is I'm going with the entire Young Lion set, which is basically Prime Consort Radahn set. I really like the Young Lion set. It looks really good, really clean. I honestly like it. I mean, I like the chest piece. The chest piece is my favorite of the set, dude. It's really awesome. I don't know. It just reminds me of like Centurion from For Honor a bit, but it's just different. I don't know. It just reminds me of him a little bit, dude. Now, moving on to talismans. These are the talismans I'm taking for this build to work. So for the first talisman, I'm taking the Sacred Scorpion Charm, which will raise holy attack damage, but it will lower damage negation. Now the reason I'm taking this Sacred Scorpion Charm is for the Ash of War, since the Ash of War itself does holy attack damage. Like I said, it does holy damage, then intelligence damage. The intelligence damage comes out whenever you throw a strike like that, or throw a light strike like that. That's when the intelligence damage or magic damage comes out. So that's the whole reason why I'm taking the Sacred Scorpion Charm, to raise the holy attack damage. But it will lower your damage negation, but it's honestly not that bad. Second one, I'm taking Winged Sword Insignia, which raises attack power with successful attacks. And for the third one, I'm taking Millicent's Prosthesis, which will boost dexterity, raise attack power with successive attacks. This one and Winged Sword Insignia are the duo combo right here. Like, this will help you big time when it comes to increasing your attack power. And for the final one, it's up for grabs, but I decided to go for Dragon Crest Glacial Talisman, which will enormously boost physical damage negation. I always tell you guys to take Dragon Crest Glacial Talisman even if you're going into the DLC. Like, it will help you tremendously. Now when you're getting into like the later stages, like in like New Game +5 or New Game +6 or 7 territory, you're gonna have a hard time, since the boss will literally one-shot you. Like, I'm in New Game +4 and it's tough. It really is. Playing against some of the bosses in the DLC is very tough, but it can still help you big time. Now, if you don't want to take the Dragon Crest Glacial Talisman, you can also take a Shard of Alexander, which will help boost the attack power of skills. So it will boost the attack power of the Ash of War, which is Prime Consort. I mean, you can take that if you want to. This is another one that I would recommend taking. I decided to just go for the Dragon Crest Glacial Talisman. That way I can have my physical damage negation and feel safe and not feel like I'm getting one-shotted most of the time. Now for the flask of wondrous Physick, I am taking the Thorny Cracked Tear and the Holy Shroud and Cracked Tear. Thorny Cracked Tear is to temporarily boost successive attack power. And for the Holy Shroud and Cracked Tear, I'm just really taking the Holy Shroud and Cracked Tear to help boost the Ash of War. That's really why I'm taking the Holy Shroud, and to boost the holy attack. Now before we move on, if you made this far into the video, consider subscribing if you're new. Feel free to subscribe and join the Reds Pet today. We are so close to 13,000 subscribers. Please go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and like the video if you are enjoying it. But let's get straight back into the video. Now, when it comes to great runes, the great rune that I recommend is Radahn's Great Rune, as this will raise your maximum HP and the FP and the stamina, and you definitely will want that HP up there too. I mean, you can also take Morgoth's Great Rune, as it will also greatly raise your maximum HP. Like 2 is max, it will raise your HP to its max, but I just say Radahn's is a bit better. So Radahn's Great Rune for this build will be very efficient for you. Alrighty guys, if you're looking for a level 200 build for this build, here's what I recommend for a level 200 build. So for vigor, I would always have my vigor at 60. You want to have your vigor as high as possible, that way you'll be able to survive a bit longer than getting one-shotted. Now for mind, I would have mine at 30. Since you will be using the Ash of War a lot, you will be wasting a lot of FP, so I would have mine around 30. That way you'll be able to use the Ash of War a bit more. For endurance, I would have endurance at 36. Now this is to help with the armor. Now I have been testing it and seeing that it's better to just go to 36 for endurance, as you will be able to hold pretty much everything. 36 endurance is honestly not that bad. Now for strength, I would have it at 70. You'll be able to still do a lot of damage, so I would definitely have strength around 70, since it does have a scaling of C. For dexterity, I would have it at 36. Now it will go to 41, that's because of Millicent's prosthesis, but I would just keep it at 36. I mean, you don't want to have it above strength. I mean, the scaling itself is still at C, but I wouldn't have it above strength. I honestly think that the Greatsword itself is a bit of a strength weapon in my opinion, but that's just me. For intelligence, have intelligence at 15. That way you'll be able to wield the weapon. And for faith, I would have faith at 25. That way you'll be able to use Golden Vow and Flame Grape and Strength. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's videos, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's build on Radahn's Greatsword. I honestly like this weapon. This weapon is really fun. I have been having a great time using the weapon in just PvE and PvP a little bit too. It's been really fun playing with this weapon. But please let me know in the comments what you guys think about the build, and also leave a like if you actually enjoyed the video, and also subscribe if you are new for more Elden Ring content here on the YouTube channel. We are so close to 13,000 subscribers. We're very close. I hope we get that, and then we continue to grow even more, even up to 20,000 or more, man. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, guys, as always, I'm the TheGamingRaptor. Like, share, subscribe, and comment down below your opinion about the build. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace out.